when did you fall in love with like women in hip hop?
Okay. All right. I got this.
I'm ready this time.
I'ma go to work on you soft ass hoes. That's a 15 charge, bitch. The whole hood know you ain't fooling nobody playing rich bitch roles.
Why do I think this is Cash Doll?
It's not.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
I'll do it again. Okay. I'ma go to work on you soft ass hoes. That's a 15 charger, bitch. The whole hood know you ain't fooling nobody playing rich bitch roles. Wearing old ass Gucci, hold them last year's clothes.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
You know this song.
I know this song?
Yeah, you know this song.
Is it Sweetie?
It's not. I'm gonna give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more.
Oh my God. I have no idea. Why am I so bad at this?
All right, you want me to reveal? Me to reveal? It's Elevators, Rennie Rucci.
Oh my God! I do know that song.
Right?
That's so embarrassing. Okay.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one. You're actually rapping in their cadence, and I thought
I was
going
doing
to do that. No,
yeah,
you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
Good.
I feel like if I do that, it'll just give it away. So I'm not. Right now, I'm 0 for 2.
Okay.
0 for 2. All right, are you ready for yours?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm very concerned with fashion. Ain't my fault y'all don't know how to rock this Hollywood thing. Y'all need to let me style you. Come back to the light, ma. I started this shit. How soon we forget I'm the heart of this shit?
I don't even know.
I'll give it to you one more time.
Yeah, okay. Go again.
I'm very concerned with fashion. Ain't my fault y'all don't know how to rock this Hollywood thing. Y'all need to let me style you. Come back to the light, ma. I started this shit. How soon we forget I'm the heart of this shit?
Is this like Little Kim?
Yes, it is Little Kim!
I don't know what song it is. I don't know what song this is, though.
Came back for you.
Came back for you.
Remember last week I did E? And then I wanted to do the response that Kim gave after E.
Listen, you're being poetic. Look at you being poetic.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that every time, but I just thought it was funny.
No, that's cute.
I wanted to give the other side of it. I knew that last one was gonna give it away. But anyway, I'm glad you got one. You're in the lead now.
I'm up.
You're in the lead now. You're up 1 for 2. I'm still 0 for 2. Failing. I'm embarrassed.
You know, I want you to do it in the cadence of the rapper next time.
Do you know how hard that is for me? Next time I'm gonna try it. You gotta
be on your Issa shit. It'll be in the mirror.
Why? Oh my God, it's so crazy that you just said that. Why am I now rewatching Insecure?
Are you
billionth time?
I thought about rewatching it.
It's like why am I rewatching it? I have no clue.
I feel like it's nostalgia from like college.
Good. Not just from college, and just of like a time when they're like everybody was captured by the show.
That's
you know
so
what
true.
I mean? Like the show really just like had everybody by the throat. So I'm rewatching Insecure.
Nice.
Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of My Girls At. Happy Women's History Month still.
Yeah, happy spring.
Women. Happy spring. Oh my God, the sun shining on my face. Outside wearing no clothes.
It's different.
And I'm not freezing. Like, it makes me feel alive. I mean?
I don't feel like you can say that, but I definitely can say that. But yeah, it feels nice getting off of work and knowing that the sun didn't set.
Exactly. Sometimes even when I leave the gym, the sun is still up. Now,
which is very nice.
That just gives me like serotonin.
It gives you hope. Yeah,
it gives me hope. Gives me serotonin.
Like when I'm walking outside, I like see people. Like it's nice. Like it's 60, 70 degrees. People are enjoying like a nice marg on the side of outside seating.
That's how it should be.
I'm like,
That's how it
This is
should
what
be.
people live for.
That's
This is
how
what
it should
people
be. This is a reason to stay alive,
Right.
everybody. This is a reason to live.
Right.
I saw this TikTok and this man walked out his house. He said, it smelled like margaritas outside. And I said,
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
Muy
the
bien.
fuck it does, bitch. Yes, the fuck it does. Okay, should we get into some hot topics?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I want to put this to bed. Why the fuck is Kanye West still trying to... Okay, I have a lot of questions about this, but let me just get through it. So Kanye West is still trying to make New Body happen. He's still trying to release this fucking song. Apparently, because Nicki Minaj did not clear her verse, he sent the verse to Ice Spice and to Doja Cat. It was like, let's see who sends back the best verse. And he's like revealing all this on his Instagram story. He says that Ice Spice recorded a verse, but her team is refusing to let him use it. And first of all, didn't this album already come out?
Yeah, I was like, didn't the album come
So
out
what
already?
are we doing?
Maybe the deluxe version or something
Why?
like that.
Why? Did you listen to the album?
I didn't listen to the album. I heard like maybe 1 or 2 songs, but
I've never heard a song from this.
I'm not. I haven't honestly. I haven't listened to Kanye since The Life of Pablo.
Me
Like,
either.
I think we've talked about this. Like,
Yeah.
I have not listened to him since The Life of Pablo. So
Me either. Everything else is bullshit.
If I listen to it, if I hear it, it's by happenstance.
I mean, truly, like the only time I ever hear it is if like it's a sound on TikTok, and I don't even know if it's a Kanye West song. Like, I never thought there would come a day where he would become that irrelevant to me, but truly he has.
I know, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad in some ways.
Because he did it to
Well,
himself.
I mean, yeah, he did to himself, but I'm like, just who he was,
True.
like in the early like 2000s,
True.
or 2010s. It's
True.
sad to see, like you said, the irrelevance for myself go
Yeah.
away,
Yeah.
because he's very clever, very like methodical,
Sure.
and it's just not the same.
It's not the same person anymore. It's not the same artist anymore, and not in a positive way.
Right.
So not fucking with it. Okay, so let's skip around because okay. I want to talk about this. So Maya the Don performed at Rolling Loud, and remember I told you I went to go see her open up for Flo Milli and how good she was. She was like choreo, all this stuff. They were one of those like rap blogs posted her, and I knew when they posted this video with no context, they were doing it so that she would get attacked. And that's kind of exactly what happened. People are calling her whale, saying like, oh, they're calling Nicki fat, look at her, saying she's ugly, saying like she's huge, how can anybody listen to the music, out of breath and shit. Nobody is acknowledging how good she is at this performance shit. Like the choreo is hitting.
Right.
It's giving boom cat 5, 6, 7, 8.
Boom cat.
Okay, come on, Lorianne Gibson. Like, and she really ate that performance up. But
yeah,
this kind of shit just always pisses me off. But this kind of thing pisses me off, not just as like a plus size woman, but just as a person who like there's such a double standard. Because Nicki Minaj will get up on that stage, lay down on her belly, and like people are dragging her, but not to this degree. How can you drag a person for doing choreo? How can you drag? It's like, do you want her to be fat or do you not? Do you want her to get up there and live up to these expectations that fat people can't move around and do anything, or do you not? Like, it's like we cannot win. You know?
There's no winning. There's no winning. I mean, yeah, and aside from just being like a plus size woman, just like the standards of being like a woman in the industry in general, it's like, okay, you have to do this in order. Got to show a little bit of skin. You got to be able to do a little 1-2 step. Yeah, there's no winning. There's no winning. And I thought she looked good. I don't know.
I thought she looked great. I thought she was doing a great job. Yeah. She had great breath control.
I thought she
was
had good
hitting
breath
the
control
choreo.
too, yeah.
My only issue with her performance remains that I just don't think her costumes
and are
not even just ill-fitting. I just think it's not her. Like this, it doesn't feel like her. She hasn't found a stylist that she has a symbiotic relationship with that can make her look her best on stage. Like I said this before, like when it comes to like creating costumes for tours, it's like engineering, you know, like it's technical. It's like it has to be insulated. It has to be able to move when I shouldn't be seeing spandex on stage. And I understand this is really nitpicky, but that's how good her performance was. It was I got a nitpick. Like she needs a new stylist.
Right.
It's time, you know? Because if she had a stylist, like, and I hate to bring up Lizzo, but let's bring up Lizzo. if she had a stylist like Lizzo, has anybody ever said that Lizzo looks bad on stage? Has Lizzo ever had any kind of slip up or nip slip or anything happen during a show? No. Lizzo looks amazing on stage. The costumes are fit perfectly to her. And I understand, like, Lizzo has a much bigger budget. She's much, much wealthier. But I'm saying, like, that's what she needs. So when she gets to that level, like, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to... So Nicki has started canceling shows. She started canceling shows. She canceled one show. But baby, I've been watching the live streams, just still debating on if I should go to the show or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know yet, because people are saying like they're having a great time, but baby, I'm watching the live stream. She looks dead up there. She looks dead in the eyes. She really does not want to be doing this.
She's like the Doja Cat.
She does not want to be doing this. I'm so sorry to tell y'all.
Oh.
Remember how... Well, I remember I was listening to this podcast about Mariah Carey and her career, or at least her early career, like up until she had that big breakdown. And for a while, people were calling her like a studio artist. They were like, Mariah's not going to go and perform at a concert because she's just a studio artist. Her music's good there. And it's not that she can't sing live. It's just that maybe performing isn't for her. Why can't that be Nicki Minaj?
Low key, actually.
Why can't that be Nicki Minaj? She don't want to perform. It's clear. She don't want to do this shit. I don't understand.
That's okay. And that's okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Know your lane.
You do a couple live shows. You don't have to tour. Now, I do understand.
I was like, I mean, I think she has to tour. But in general,
I do understand.
But yeah, no.
Niggas make their money.
But no, I agree. Like, if you pop out for like 2 large performances and it's like that
maybe
keeps your
3.
relevance.
Maybe 3.
Like, keeps your relevance.
And
that's
and
okay.
That's the thing, though. When you say that, it makes me think like Nicki Minaj could absolutely do that. She doesn't need to go on tours.
It becomes a bigger deal. Because
exactly.
It's like,
it's rare.
I'm only going to see her a handful of times.
She'll be like, she could be like, I'm going to perform in New York on this day.
One night
only. And niggas would flock. I'm going to perform a show in LA. Like Gunna did. He did that show in New York. He did that show in LA. And I'm not saying these are too similar because Gunna is amazing live. Like,
really?
Phenomenal. That nigga was up there, I mean, killing it. I was like, he had already won me over. But as a live performer, when I go and see male rappers, I'm always a little bit hesitant because
they don't be doing anything.
My bar is so high. My bar is so high. My bar is Kendrick Lamar. My bar is Jay-Z. I've seen Jay-Z in concert 4 times. And every single time, that man puts on a show. Kendrick, my God, it's like he's possessed up there. You know who else, very surprisingly, and this is going to sound crazy coming out of my mouth. You know who's a really good live performer?
Yeah.
Future.
Really?
Yes! Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He is!
Yeah.
He really is!
I feel like he could have the same energy as, like, 21 Savage. Like, because 21 Savage does not... He doesn't move on stage, but I still felt encapsulated by the performance. But it's like maybe because I know the songs. But I thought Little Baby also is a good live performer as well.
Really?
Like he feels like I don't know, just like a rock star. Like he's jumping around stage, like he's interacting with the fans. But Future.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I was also surprised that I thought that. I was surprised. But Nicki canceled the show. And to me, this is how it starts.
How it starts.
This is how it starts.
If there's one, there's more.
There's gonna be more because let me tell you, I have a sixth sense. I have a sixth sense about these kinds of things.
No, that's fair.
And once she starts canceling shows, the tour gonna be over like 2 weeks after that.
2 weeks early.
2 weeks? No, literally 2 months earlier. She's just like, I really don't want to do that. You know what? She just don't want to do it. And I mean, can you blame her?
Yeah, no.
You gotta be on the road all these months
for free.
From your baby for free. Now, again, that's all still alleged. We actually don't know.
We don't know. You're right.
But she also just launched or is previewing. I don't know if it's actually launched her press-on nail line.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
So I think the nails are very cute.
I think they're cute.
I think they're very cute. I think they're a bit too much for me personally.
I was like, I'm not a long nail girly.
No, I'm not a super like 1,000 charms nail girly. Like I like long nails, but not super long. I think this is going to have a really good audience of like strippers, sex workers,
really?
like OnlyFans models, women who like, and I'm generalizing and I don't mean to.
Okay, yeah, I was like, that's so interesting. I was I was gonna be like 13-year-olds, like
13-year-olds also. Because who else can like wear their nails like this to work?
That's what you're right. Who
can wear their nails like this to work? And I don't mean that in any bad way, because
I
think it's very cute. I just think the price point is out of my budget.
Oh, so, how much is it?
I think some of them were like $60, $90, $100. Like, hold on, let me pull it up. It says,
look, you could just go get your nails. I don't know.
For that amount, I'm not doing press-ons. Like,
yeah, I was like, I could get a manicure pedicure for $100-something.
Yeah, some of them, and it doesn't say. Oh, okay. So she's saying you can customize the nail shape and length. So I guess that, and you can customize it. Yeah, I don't know. Like there's customization. So that's like really good. Like, I guess, but my thing is like, I don't know if this has a launch date or anything like that. She's just kind of releasing them or sending out like, PR packages to a bunch of people to get them excited, which is what everybody does.
Yeah.
I think they're not for me, but I'm happy. Cool. She's doing something different and staying out of drama.
Yeah.
Speaking of drama, can we talk about Bia?
This felt so random to me.
Bia starting a beef with Cardi over this Missy sample and over Cardi's Enough music video, saying it looked just like her music video.
Yeah.
I can think of at least 5 music videos that look exactly like that.
I was about to say, all you're doing is standing behind like a backdrop, and I don't know.
It's like, it's not that interesting for you to be starting a beef over the sample. And the sample, like, is a Missy Elliott sample, one of her most iconic songs ever. And I think you guys use the sample in a different enough way that how do you feel like it's like you're being copied? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like, are we like, I think we've talked about this, like, are we getting to that point of just like the recycling of beats, right? Of just,
we've gone past that point. Like,
yeah,
people are doing it like crazy now, but that's not my point. Like, I just don't get where she's coming from thinking that Cardi is copying her when these are very super generic things. Now, maybe it's the timing of them, like them happening so close together to make you think, but girl.
I don't think Cardi's like...
to Bia, like, no offense, but girl, like, be fucking for real, Bia.
Yeah, be fucking for real.
Let's come on now. You just,
no, I agree.
You need to know better.
Right.
I'm sorry. You got it.
You know, maybe
you ain't got it like that.
I was like, maybe she's just trying to. She's like, maybe let me spice something up. Let me get my name in the conversation.
She might be dropping soon. You know what? And I mean, if that's what you got to do.
I feel like maybe that's what it is.
Do what you gotta do, okay? I'm gonna talk about Sideways. So Sideways was officially JT's single, was officially released to radio. And it was the number 1 most added song on US urban radio.
That's wild.
Over Cardi B, Sexy Red, and Drake this week.
That's pretty wild.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy for a song I still don't like?
I don't really like that song, but
I still don't like. But man, I appreciate the people rallying behind her.
A win is a win.
A win is a win, and we want her to win. She said she's dropping her debut mixtape, City Cinderella. But City Cinderella. She says she hasn't given like an official release date, but she says it's dropping soon.
Better drop before the summer comes, because listen, summer's looking hot. Summer is hot. It's heating up.
Summer is heating the fuck up. Okay, and you need to. I don't want to rush her because who knows how much of this mixtape is done, and I want her to release it when it's time. But if you finna release it at summer, August is not the time.
Oh, August is not the time. Listen,
we've made decisions by August.
We've made decisions. The other girlies have been dropping, and it looks like it's going to be a packed summer.
I can't wait. I know.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Speaking of that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, Sexy Red has gotten her first solo Apple Music #1 single with Get It Sexy. Bow. Remember, I don't know if I said that, but I think I remember saying something to the effect that I think Sexy Red is going to have a bigger song than Ski. And I officially...
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I officially think that this is going to be bigger than that. I do. This is going to have much more mainstream appeal. Get it sexy? So? I do.
Well, okay, I saw something, a TikTok that was like, why we like it so much, and it was like, that vine of it's like,
you didn't next to sexy. That was such a throwback.
And I was like, of course.
Oh my God. I haven't thought about this in like, since high school.
It says high school,
I have
right?
not thought about that, but as soon as I was like, whoa.
I was like, that's it.
That's the one. That's the one. I'm so happy for her. And
me too.
And Doechii has also just gotten her first platinum plaque. Like, don't know how it's the first, for what it is.
Yeah.
And she's releasing a new single next with JT. With JT.
Man.
With
everybody's
JT.
Listen, the girls are coming.
Coming
the girls
hard.
are coming.
Coming hot. Speaking of coming hot, the Hot Girl Summer Tour with Glorilla is officially coming to a city near you.
Oh my gosh. So excited.
Out Madison Square Garden. Sold out Madison Square Garden on her first headlining tour as an independent artist.
Incredible.
Stop playing with
Stop
her.
playing with her.
Stop playing with her. Wait, did you get your tickets yet?
No, so I'm actually thinking about going to the Broccoli City Festival.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was planning on doing, I was thinking about going to New York, but then I was like, okay, if I think about like travel and everything, I'm like, I might as well go to Broccoli City.
Yeah.
And then at Broccoli City, they're going to have Gunna, it's going to be Meg, it's going to be Victoria
Sexy
Monet,
Red, it's going to be
Red,
there, Baby
Kate
Tate.
Tronada, Baby Kate. Like, there's so many people that are going to be there.
Do you like Broccoli City? Have you been there before?
I haven't been before,
okay.
But something that I like about this one is they changed venues. And so it's at Audi Field in DC, but they have, like, seating options. So it's like when you purchase a ticket, you could have a seat.
Not
so I'm like,
seating.
that's, like, half the battle of like, being at these concert series. I'm like, if I get a seat, I'm like, oh, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my friends and I are going to get tickets for Broccoli City to go see Meg.
That makes sense. You know?
But you got your tickets. I saw you got your tickets.
Hell fucking yeah, man.
It's up. I'm upset that I'm missing Glorilla, but, you know, you're going to have...
Oh my God, I'm so excited!
And she's dropping this album.
Glorilla's dropping a mixtape called Earthing. You know what? I love it.
I love it.
So tell me, what are we expecting from this mixtape? Glorilla's new mixtape.
From mixtape?
Yes.
Turban on Turban.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
How do we get into number one?
But I'm hoping that we get, like, the Black Girl Instinct on this somehow.
Yes.
I would love to see a big feature on here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
But not like a CMG artist, but like a
Maybe a Meg. Maybe Meg and her have a song. Maybe they're going on tour. Maybe they'll have a song together.
That would make sense.
I think that's what I'd be expecting. No more than like 8 tracks. Yeah. I would say
we don't need something super long, especially for a mixtape. We just need something for the summertime, something fun.
Yeah, something fun.
That's what we need.
But yeah, no more than 8 tracks. Maybe a big artist. I'm thinking possibly Meg, and then Black Girl Instinct.
Okay. I like that. I think I also agree. I want all of those people on it. And I want another hit. You know what I mean? Like I want some summer anthems, you know? I like the direction. I think she's gotten her confidence back with the success of Yeah Glow. You know?
Oh my gosh, did you see her at the White House?
Hell yeah!
She goes, "Yeah, Joe." He's like, "No, yeah, you."
She's so fucking funny. Oh my God.
She was on CNN.
Yes, why would they have her on fucking CNN?
She like looked like she just got up, and then they were like, "Yo, go put your chains on and some sunglasses. Like, you got CNN in like 10 minutes."
Why would they put her on CNN? What the fuck? What were they expecting her to say?
They were asking her too many questions that like she did not need to answer. Like,
and you know what?
What do you think about the She's like, what do you think about the political direction? And she's like, honestly, I like everybody. Like, I want to make that clear. Like, I'm just here to make music.
That ain't got shit to do with me. Ain't got shit to do with me. She know exactly what the fuck to say. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
respect that.
I
I
respect
respect
that too.
that. No, but
Yeah.
know
She's-
your fucking audience, bitch.
She's not a political warrior. She's not a political warrior.
Nor should she be. I
Nor
really
should
don't
she
need
be.
to know. I really don't need to know.
I don't need to know her
Glorilla's
thoughts.
stance on, anything,
Right.
except, yeah, Glow.
Well-
like, let's stay there. Let's stay there.
Yeah, right.
Should we talk about new music?
Yeah.
So Cardi B finally
Oh.
released. Okay, so we have a lot. Like Asian Doll released a freestyle. Cardi B, we've Get It Sexy. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so there's a lot of new music. So, so Cardi B finally released the song.
Yeah.
Enough, Miami. That you were waiting on. Tell me, did it live up to the expectations that you set for it?
I like it. I like it. I still listen to it. I think it might be one of those songs that's like a flash in the pan. Like it's I enjoy it, but I don't know if it'll have like the longevity of like a Bodak Yellow or like any of those other songs.
Yeah,
But I liked it. I didn't think the music video was all that.
No.
But
especially
a
not
cool
for you to
song.
be mad over. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't all that, but
it wasn't all that. But
Wasn't
it was a
all
cool
that.
song. What about you?
the color contacts are so weird to me. Color contacts really creep
They've always
me
been
out.
weird to me.
Color contacts creep me out, the one thing about it is I think her diction, and I know it's a very New York thing. I know she's Dominican. I know it's just like how she talks. It's just so mushy and mushed together. And I didn't like it, it's not
Okay.
it's not that I didn't like the song. I thought the song was fine. I still listen to it. Like I think it's catchy.
Right.
I appreciate her saying exactly what she got to say. Get that shit off your chest, Cardi.
Mhm.
Like I feel like she too has gotten her confidence back.
Definitely.
And I think she's ready to release this album. I just didn't think it was all that. You know what I mean? Like it felt like it had to grow on me.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Like I felt that way about Get It Sexy too. Like
Really? I get that too.
I think I really liked the chorus. The
Me too.
verses, I was like, this is fine. Like it's fine. It has to grow on me. You want to know what I really fucking love? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, but I was like, I'm also not expecting that much. Like, I enjoyed
That's fair.
I enjoyed the tagline.
Mhm.
There's only so much that she can say.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I wasn't
I
expecting
don't want her to
too
say
much.
too much either.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
don't want you to say too much, sexy.
I got
red.
I got a chorus out of this. Cool.
A chorus and a viral moment, and
Mhm.
honestly, I'm gonna be banging, bumping this shit all summer in the gym, out of the gym.
Oh yeah.
all of that. But what I really like? This new Breezy Lyn song, Breezy Lyn song, Freaky. How do we get Ice Spice on the remix? Have you listened to the song?
I was like, did I listen to this one? I think I did.
She's like, it's like that Jersey club like beat, and then I think this is my song of the week. I think this is my
Really?
my
Okay.
favorite new song of the week. How do we get Ice Spice on the remix of Freaky by Breezy Lyn? I probably should figure out how we pronounce that.
Yeah.
But
I don't
she's
think I
beating the
listened to this one,
She's
but I
beating
gotta.
the one-hit wonder allegations. That's all I gotta say. Beating the one-hit wonder allegations. Okay.
Okay.
Hard with this one.
I really liked the Rhapsody freestyle.
Oh my god,
I
yes.
loved that. I loved that on LA Leakers.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she was not holding back. Not
You know
holding
what?
back.
The girls always go crazy when it comes to freestyling on LA Leakers. Like
Mhm.
every single time. But Rhapsody, absolutely. Like I want to hear Rhapsody stance on Palestine because this is an older person who has some fucking sense.
Some
Okay,
thoughts. Has
so
thoughts.
absolutely, she's rapping about like she can't support genocide and free Palestine. Hell, fucking yeah,
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
What
That's
else?
what we want to hear. That's that. Talk that shit. Okay,
Right.
talk that shit. But I love that. I love that. The other new music, I love this song. It's a No for Me from Dito Black and Shy or Chi. They're like
Oh,
these
okay.
like these African artists. I don't know if they're a group or if they're just like rapping together, but I think there's someone we should keep an eye out.
Yeah, this
Um,
was very giving me like Y2K,
Mhm.
very like poppy summer girl music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me if you. Oh,
mhm.
go ahead.
No, I
We're
was
just
just
all
going
over
through
the
the rest
place.
of them. I was just going through the rest of them.
Yeah. But did any of the rest of these stand out to you? Any new music?
I was gonna say like I did like Asian Dolls Get In With Me freestyle.
Yeah.
I think in comparison to like the men who have done remixes to it,
Yeah.
they've like kept similar lines within
Mhm.
like the song, and it hasn't been like as original, I would
Yeah.
say. And I feel like she did her own thing on the beat,
Yeah.
which I appreciated.
Mhm.
So I think that's the only other standout that I have here.
If you had to pick a new song of the week, which one would it be?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Rhapsody freestyle. That would probably be my pick.
Solid pick.
That would be my pick.
Mine is Breezy Lynn.
Breezy Lynn.
Freaky. I can't stop listening to the song.
Really?
I
Okay.
am starting a campaign, a change.org campaign to get Ice Spice on the remix. It needs to happen.
It needs to happen.
It needs to
Okay.
happen. Okay, should we get into our main topic?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so guys, we just had 2 major female rappers release albums, and we are fans of them both. So we thought we should just go track by track and talk about both of these albums. They were both super short. Like, not that I'm mad at it being super short, but I was like, damn, this is like barely over an hour for both of these albums. So we're going to be talking about Whack World by Tierra Whack and I'm sorry. and Fine Ho Stay by Flo Milli. Should we start with Whack World?
Yeah, we can start with
not Whack World.
Worldwide Whack.
Excuse me.
Oof.
So Tierra Whack called this her debut album. So I think we should save our ratings for the end. But let's start, like, did you download any of the tracks? Which tracks were downloads for you for this?
Yeah, so I only got a handful. So I did Misbehave, X, and Movies were my picks. Yeah. Those were my only picks from there. I feel like I have to listen to it again. I only did a 1 pass.
Yeah.
And then Chanel Pit, I already had.
Yeah, I think for me, the 2 that really stood out to me were Misbehave and Accessible, just because she was really spitting on that one. So let's get into it. Let's start at the top. Mood Swings. What were your thoughts on this song?
It was okay. I mean, I think it was a good intro song of just like kind of, I don't know, giving us a peek into what I guess the way that the album might be structured. But I mean, I thought it was fine.
I think for me, this had like such a different mood than any other Tierra Whack music. But it's like, it feels so real. So I'm like, okay, so going into this album, we're going to be a little bit different than, you know, the Tierra Whack that we see on social media, the Tierra Whack that is even been on Whack World or any of her other releases. Like, it's going to be a little bit different. And I feel like the singles that she released were kind of hinting toward that, but I don't think we fully got there.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like, and as I was listening to this album, I was like, there's no other artist I feel like I could compare this album to besides herself.
No, absolutely not.
She's definitely like in a lane of her own.
She's
in this
carved
type
that out for herself.
That style of music.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, what about Misbehave?
Misbehave. I think this was like the I'm trying to remember how all of these songs sound, but Misbehave I think was a good one of like, all right, I'm here, like I'm trying to I think establish like the rap like bravado I think of the album. But I think it was a good like fast follow to the intro.
You know, when I was listening to this, I was like, she sounds really paranoid. like she still sounds very clever and, you know, just Tierra Whack. But I was like, she sounds nervous and paranoid about like something in her life. Like, and it was like listening to this, and it's probably a through line in a lot of my notes is like, she's going through it. Like, she's going through some shit when I listen to this album, and I really appreciate Misbehave because of how honest and open it is. But yeah, she sounds a bit paranoid on this. Chanel Pit. Do we want to talk about that? Because we already talked about Chanel Pit. Love it. Clever as fuck. I still don't like Chanel. Still don't like the brand. Numb.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of made me like, I guess, kind of sad.
Yes!
In some ways.
Really sad.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. I was just like, okay, next song. I didn't too much.
It kind of broke my heart a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like Tierra Whack rapping about depression and suicidal ideation. Like, if you had told me that before this release, I just
But
wouldn't.
then,
I would have been like, "You're
obviously
wrong.
never,
You're
yeah.
wrong. You're wrong."
Mhm.
But this song kind of made me broke my heart
Very
a little
sad.
bit. It was really
Mhm.
sad, but in a good, very honest, very open, very cathartic way, you know. And I think she talked about that in one of her interviews too. She was like,
Mm.
you know, nobody would ever expect for me to talk like this, but everybody deals with this kind of shit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, Burning Brains.
Burning Brains. I feel like that was just more of like a not like a
Transitional,
transition
like
song.
a transitional song to like the latter, the next half of the album.
Exactly.
Why the fuck is she making those noises in the background of this song? She's so fucking silly.
She's weird, weird, bro.
She's so fucking silly. Why is she making those noises like that in the back of this album? I was literally.
I have no idea.
Why the fuck is she doing that? Okay, Accessible.
What were your thoughts about that one?
Talking her shit. She's absolutely the fuck right. You niggas are too accessible. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I can't fuck with y'all. You're too accessible. Talking her shit. You okay?
No, I heard that.
Felt that shit in my chest, okay? I felt that shit in the pit of my stomach.
That was for you. That song was for
me.
you.
It was for me. I felt that shit.
No, I get that. I was definitely getting that as well. Like, she was just like, all right, word. So we're done with that? Okay, cool. Let's hop into my bag.
Let's talk that shit. Hop in this bag real quick.
Because
I gotta get some shit off my chest. Okay?
Imaginary friend.
Let's start change from accessible to imaginary friends. It's like whiplash.
I kind of remember. Yeah, I feel like I remember not really enjoying this song too much, but maybe it was because of like the fast. Maybe it's because of the contrast,
or it's because she's
song.
talking about suffering from suicidal ideation and wanting to kill herself.
That could be it too.
Be a reason you didn't enjoy it, but I think it took my breath away in a way, in a certain way. Like I don't know why it's Tierwhack. Like I want to give her a hug. Like I want her to feel like this.
And it's like, I guess that's like, you see that throughout this album, like we're having like these high moments and then these low moments. Because then it's like we move into like X and movies, I feel like are a little bit more upbeat and a little bit more like, I don't know, the Tierwhack that you would
expect. Yeah, like the Tierwhack. Like X to me, it really felt like a release after getting that confession. Because I feel like in Imaginary Friends, that was like the first time on the album she actually was like, yeah, I actually thought of ending it at one point. And I was like, like that. You know what I mean? So X kind of felt like a real, like, I don't know, like, let's turn up a little bit, you know?
Right.
And then movies, like, I want to know what you think about this, but to me it sounds like dreamy, you know, and like some 80s or 90s moody pop. Like it could live in that space, and it kind of makes me interested to know what Tierwhack would sound like if she leaned into that. You know, if she tried to like go a little bit experimental, but in a different way, and tried to like, you know, not just collaborate with some pop artists, but like with some pop producers. Like, what if Tierwhack got in there with Mark Ronson or Max Martin, or, you know, like got in the studio with those kinds of people? Like, what would come of it? Because I think
she could definitely do it.
She could 100% do it, but I think listening to movies, it made me interested. Like, what if she got with some of those Ariana Grande producers? What if she got with some of those Dua Lipa producers? What if she got in the studio with them? You know, because movies I really liked, and it just reminds me how versatile she is as an artist.
Yeah, I think that's what it felt like for me as well. I was like, okay, like she obviously has like her rap bag, but she can also, I think, venture out into different genres if she wanted to. But I think, yeah, like you said, it showed her versatility. And again, when I think it was this song that I had heard, I was like, oh, nobody's like really, you can't compare her to anybody else.
Exactly. That's really the through line, I think, in listening to this album. Okay, difficult. Woo! Living is difficult. She's absolutely the fuck right. Absolutely the fuck right.
This, like, the back half of the album, I was just like, I was kind of done with, to be honest. I heard the shower song. The shower song's, like, you know, kind of cute. But I think the back half of this album, I was just like, it fell off for me, and I'll kind of express the same sentiments about like Flo Milli's album as well.
Oh, me too. Yeah, believe me, we'll get into it. It just, when I'm listening to this, like, it just is, it's so somber and it's so honest, and I want to see that side of Tierwhack, absolutely, but hearing it was a shock.
Right.
Like, it was a shock in listening to it. Okay, Shower Song we kind of already talked about. Invitation.
Right.
Invitation. What did you have any notes about Invitation?
Let me see. Yeah. I didn't really have any thoughts about it. Like, I listened to, like, the way that I listen to albums, at least for me, is like, if it doesn't capture me immediately, like, then I'll have to, like, I'll skip through the song. Like, I'll listen to pockets of, that's how I listen to it. And so, like, I'll listen to pockets of it. But this one didn't really grab my attention like that. I don't think I have, like, many notes on it other than it was just, like, just another song on the album to me.
Okay, yeah, no, 100%. What about Snake Eyes? That one I really liked.
Really?
Snake Eyes I really liked because, like, she's talking her shit. Like, she's saying they all upset because I'm a threat. And it's true. Tierwhack can really enter any avenue that she wanted. You know what I mean? I think to an extent. But, like, I agree. She is a fucking threat. And, like, talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think that she definitely is a force. I think that, yeah, we can't box her in. Can't box her in. I think that she really is, like, writing on her own. It's just, like, how far does she want to take it?
Yeah.
Really?
I wonder. I mean, it's working for her, so well, and it's worked so far. Okay, Tonight. What did you think about Tonight?
I didn't like it. I'm telling you, these last two like the back half of the album did not speak to me at all. Yeah, nothing memorable for me.
I think the back and forth of this album was like crazy to me. Like, I might die tonight, but I didn't pay the light bill this month. Okay.
Right.
I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you. Okay. Sure, absolutely. Why should you pay the light bill if you're gonna kill yourself tonight?
Oh my god.
I mean, I know
it's dark. It's dark.
But it's how she felt.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think that's what we always talk, or what we've said in the past, of like how we appreciate authenticity and honesty within the album. So we can't be upset about, like, if it's not the honesty that we want to hear.
Exactly. If it's a bit uncomfortable for us. And I think for me, this album was a bit uncomfortable because I just, like, those kinds of things I don't like to explore. They're a bit triggering for me.
Yeah, like, I like to, just similar to, like, you know, shows I'm trying to, you know, escape, have some fun.
You know, like, my real life is difficult enough. You know, like, I gotta be real with you. Sometimes they hit. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't. Okay. Let's do a rating for this album out of 10.
I think it's gonna come in at, like, maybe a 6.
Okay.
6 out of 10 for me. I think just because I think what has given her credit is obviously, like, her ability to her rapping ability, but also, again, that there's nothing else like that, like this out there. So I think that it just stands out on its own, which I can appreciate. I think where it lost points for me is the, like, what we talked about, of, like, kind of like the sporadicness of the album. But maybe that it was designed to be that way.
Yeah.
Of, like, the ebbs and flows of life.
Could be.
But I think just, like, a majority of the songs did not speak to me, and that could be a personal, like, you know,
your taste,
preference. But yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna rate it a 6.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Really?
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think I really appreciate the message and the honesty with which she, like, delivers it. You know, I think the through line of it, still talking her shit and reminding us that she's clever and talented and quirky. But it was different than I expected. I will be honest. And But I do think she did have a lot to get off of her chest, you know? And because I don't think Tierra Whack has ever been this honest or this open about this kind of stuff in her music before. She's hinted to it, sure, but I just don't so I appreciate the authenticity in it. And I appreciate that it's different. And I appreciate that she keeps trying to subvert our expectations of her and just go with the flow, go her own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. I can respect that.
Yeah. Okay, should we move into Fine Ho Stay?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right, so what were your downloads?
I'm interested to hear your thoughts about this. Downloads, Understand, New Me, Got the Juice, Never. Obviously like the Never Lose Me, featuring SZA and Cardi B. I didn't download any of the other ones from the back half. I think that I need to listen to that album again, but none of them were like really catching my eye.
Yeah,
I can, I guess, go into it and go track by track, but those are my downloads.
Yeah, my downloads were Understand, Never, the Never Lose Me remix, New Me, and Clap Some.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so those are mine. Yeah, let's just go. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Because I feel like we have some things to say.
Okay. Right out the gate. Understand. Boom. Like, perfect.
Her production
intro.
goes nuts.
Like,
production goes nuts.
I was listening to this in like an Uber car ride home, and I was just like, like, what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What? Yes. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Talk your shit. You know, she came out the gate swinging. Like, she really has something to prove. And the song really feels like that response to, why doesn't Flo Milli have X's career? Why isn't she as successful as this person or that person? Like, she's mad.
Yeah.
She's mad. Has some shit to say, some shit to prove.
Oh my gosh, but incredible introduction. Love the song. For sure. All on a repeat right now.
Okay, New Me. I want to say featuring Anicia. Is that how you pronounce her name? I should figure that out. I have no idea. This is now the second Southern female rapper who's hopped on a song with her. So now I'm like, okay, maybe we should keep our eyes out for her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, it's time to maybe start listening. But what were your thoughts on this song?
I think she was like the perfect introduction, or I mean, the perfect collab on this. I think just like her kind of like raspy voice. It
sound
was
like Shawty Lo a little bit.
Yeah, it was like the perfect it was the perfect addition to me. Yeah, I have this song on repeat as well. But yeah, I thought she was a good addition to it.
I fully understand Flo Milli. The person you fucked was the old me, okay? I'm a different person this week, okay? You cannot, you can't claim this body. That's the old body. You ain't fuck, what she say? You ain't fuck Nikki, you fuck Nicole body, okay?
Yeah.
Ain't no miles on this here new body, okay? Ain't no miles on this here new body. You didn't fuck me. You fucked that old bitch, and I'm not her no more. Sorry.
I'm not her anymore.
Okay, sorry. Got the juice.
Oh, yes. That song, like, again, just like, kind of like a slap in the face. It's like, oh, okay, let's go. Like, this is, I think, Got the Juice is going to be like one of those songs for, to look out for, like, over the summer, I think. I think that might be one.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like that song?
I thought it was okay. You know, like, it was like, okay. Like, it felt flat for me. It felt a bit flat for me. It felt flat.
That's fair.
But I mean, I'm gonna re-listen to it, you know, with that in mind, you know, and I mean, because if you love it, then I'll try it again. I'll give it another try. Okay, Never.
And what were your thoughts?
I just think all this proved is that I need Flo Milli and Mona Leo to come together for a What a Time to Be Alive type tape. Get in there, lock in for 7 days, and bring some fucking heat, because these bitches don't miss together. Yeah. Like, they how many collabs do they have at this point? I don't even know, like, what, 5 or 6? 6 for 6. Like, they don't fucking miss, but they work so well together. They have such a good symbiotic relationship when it comes to this music shit. And then there was something else she said in the song where she was like, she respect the brand. They don't call me by my real name. And you know what? She's fucking
Oh
right.
yeah.
I
Oh
never
yeah.
thought
You
about
don't know
that.
me.
We do not call her by her real name. I had
I
to
don't-
look up what her real name was.
What's her real name?
I don't even
You know?
remember. I looked it up days ago. But the point is, and she's absolutely right. You know, this is one of
Mhm.
my favorites from the album. What did you think about it?
Okay, yeah. I definitely like initially I wasn't when I heard the chorus, I wasn't vibing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like as soon as like she breaks out of it and like starts getting into it, I was like, oh, wait, hold
Mhm.
on. Wait,
Mhm.
okay. I hear you.
Mhm.
I hear you. I think she felt like she had a lot to prove on this album. And
Yeah.
you could hear it from I think some of these verses.
Yeah.
And then again, yeah, Mona Leo was a great compliment to all of this. And I think like their energies match.
Yeah. They bring the same energy to each other.
Nah.
Okay, the long-awaited "Never Lose Me" remix. If I'm being honest, this had to grow on me. The first time I heard it, I did not like it.
Yes. Yeah.
I
yeah.
did not like
no,
it.
I feel the same way. I feel the
SZA
same
is
way.
singing in italics again, and you know what that
Italics,
means?
Sims language.
You know what that means? Spring is coming. Summer's almost here. SZA is singing in Spanish on a song against Spanglish, and that's how you know. That's how you know that the summer is coming, and it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a
agree.
good one. But I just
I
think
agree.
like the whole song it had to grow on me.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
my sister made a good point when we were listening to it in the car. She was like, I wish they didn't take out some of Flo Milli's parts
Yeah,
because she was like, those were some of the parts that like made the song what it was.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
and I was like, I get it. You got to make room for the other artists, but
Mhm, I guess.
I
Yeah, that's
agree.
true.
I agree. Some of the essence of the song was lost.
It was
but
lost.
it definitely had to grow on me.
It grew on me. Cardi's verse had to grow on me. But I do think, however, she was right to wait until she released the album to release this remix.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it got people excited about it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Toast. Okay, moving on to Toast. What did you think about it?
I think that if I remember the song correctly, I feel like it was like a stark difference from the first half of the album.
I feel like
it
this
was
is when it started to shift for me.
shift. Yeah,
Yeah.
it started to shift.
Mhm.
Like it was a little bit more melodic, and I stuck around for a little bit, but I was just like, this isn't for me.
Yeah. I think Toast, not one of my favorites. Maybe it has to grow on me. I didn't hate
Yeah.
it, but I didn't love it. What about Can't Stay Mad?
Yeah, I think I felt the same way about Can't Stay Mad. It wasn't, nothing really stood out to me on the song. I was like, maybe I also have to go back and listen to it.
I hated this one. And I didn't hate her verses. I just hated the beat. It
Yeah.
was too busy. Like, I think there was too much going on, the beat, and it was giving me a headache. I think the verses and the chorus, everything, this would have worked on a different beat. But this one I did not like. Okay. Edible. Can we talk about Gunna? Girl, the girls got him on speed dial, okay? They said, do, and he picked up and sent in that quick 16. He said, these niggas not fucking with me. Fine, because I'm not fucking with them either.
Bill.
Click on a song with Normani, on a song with album Tyler, on a song with Flo Milli. He's all the girls taking Flo Milli on tour. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy right now. You know what? I think he is working. He woke up in 2024 and said, "We got to get to the bag.
We got to get to the bag. Lost the year. Got to get to the bag."
But it's sad because to me, it's like this is the closest we're ever going to get to getting Gunna on Never Lose Me. Is this song? This is the closest we're going to get. And it was fine. Let me be clear. I didn't hate the song. It was fine. You know, it sounded a lot like Never Lose Me.
Yes, it did.
Maybe that was on purpose.
Maybe I wasn't that impressed with the song.
No,
I wanted more.
Yeah.
I really did because I was excited because, like you said, he's been collaborating with the girls.
Yeah,
and this. I was expecting more from the song.
Yeah,
but I was like, okay. Maybe this is just their first song together. Hopefully, there's some other things that are coming up.
Yeah. Okay, Layup.
What were your thoughts about that one?
I said I wish it was fine. It was fine, but I wish there was more to it. You know?
Yeah.
It's missing something. I don't know what, but it's missing something. I can't put my tongue. I don't know what it is that it's missing. But
and I think that's like the synopsis for me, at least, of like the back half of this album.
Yeah.
Like she decided to take a more like melodic back half, I feel like, of this album.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think that's
why?
cool. But why? Yeah. Like, well, maybe, I don't know, like Never Lose Me like has that, which is fine. But I don't know. I was not
Did you have any thoughts about Life Hack? Because all I wrote was,
No, yeah, I have no thought. I have no thoughts. I remember Clap Some was like, okay.
Yeah,
like,
I
it
was
felt
like, yeah. Like, I love it when she talks her shit. That's what I wrote about it. But that's all I wrote.
I could take it or leave it.
Tell me what you
Tell me what you
want.
want.
I think this was missing a feature. So tell me what you want. I think it should have had like a pop star or even a female rapper on it. Like, I feel like Tell Me What You Want would have hit harder if it had a feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. And then Not Sorry.
I had literally no notes about it. Wrote
no
nothing.
Notes.
Nothing. That's how little it impacted me.
And this was so... And I think that disappointed me about this album is that it started off so strong for me that I was like, oh my gosh, it's just hit.
But
hit.
No.
And then it's like it fell off for me after honestly after the Cardi B and SZA remix.
Yeah.
And that was disappointing.
Super.
But I guess I'll ask, what do you think out of all three of her albums? How does this rank amongst them?
Oh, this is absolutely the bottom.
Okay.
This is number 3.
Yeah.
This is the last one. It's actually not even close. Actually, it's going to be number 4. There's a blank space in between those two.
Blank space.
And this one. I'm sorry. It doesn't hit. Okay, do you want to do rate?
Yeah, we could do a rating. I'm sad. Yo, I think this might come in at like a 6 again for me, because like solely off the juice of like the first half of the album, because I was like, I love the lyrics, I love the energy, but the drop off was so stark. I'm like, I understand wanting to do something different, but it was just, she could have maybe done like 2 of those like kind of melodic songs, and then like let's get back to business. Like
for me, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because again, the latter half just fell flat. Like I don't know. Like she's Flo Milli, she's clever, she's talented. All of that, but all of these songs feel like filler songs. You know what I mean? Like they should be put in between some of the stronger songs, and not all up against like all together. Like I don't know what I can't figure out what the motivation was for the back half of this album, for adding it to it, because you could have just kept the first half, boom, cut it off, and it's a little EP, and it would have been great. Then we would be having a very different conversation.
Oh my god, yeah, it'd be different.
But I don't, something about it feels rushed. Like, why these songs? Why these songs? What was the motivation behind? And I never thought I'd be talking about a Flo Milli album and giving it anything less than a 7 or an 8 or a 9 or a 10. This is a 5 for me. I don't quite understand the motivation behind it. I don't quite understand, like, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I was disappointed by that. Yeah, I agree.
I'm disappointed.
Hopefully there's a deluxe,
but at this point, I don't want a deluxe. I kind of want to move on from this. I don't want a deluxe. I don't think this is worthy of a deluxe.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, it's unfortunate because like we said, I feel like it started off so strong. But just kind of crumbled at the end.
Immediately crumbled. Like, it wasn't even like a slow burn. It was like, and then a fall off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just...
Yeah,
we still love you, girl. Like,
yeah,
it's all love,
love you down,
girl. Like, it's to the the wheels fall off. But
however, we can do more. We can do more.
We can do. Okay. Do you want to do music recs?
Yeah, I was about to say I'll make my music rec. Despite saying all of that, I'll have my music rec to be understand by her, because I've had that on repeat.
That's on my gym playlist. I want to cheat a little bit.
Okay.
I want to cheat a little bit. I think my music rec is going to be like that Future and Kendrick and Metro Boomin from their new album, just because.
Oh my god!
I can't stop listening to this fucking song.
He was out for blood.
And let me tell you, don't play with him. He is not one of them.
It was not on some friendly.
No, this same friendly fire. And let me tell you, when somebody tweeted like, oh, we picked our sides in the big 3 years ago, and I've been standing beside him ever fucking since, and this is why I never switch up on him, okay? It's me and Kendrick till the wheels fall off, okay? Never switch up on him. And let me tell you, this is why. But also, I just think Future, this entire album, and I've never been the biggest Future fan, like I listened to it casually, he was talking shit on this motherfucking album. Like, I fuck with it so heavy. So
I know I gotta listen to the rest of it, but I did hear like the first half, and it's pretty good. I see why they go to bed with a picture of Future underneath their pillow.
Hell yeah, because I might have to now too. I'm fucking with it. I just been on repeat, so I cheat.
You're gonna cheat? No, that was
just a little bit, you know.
And when I heard the breakdown, lyric by lyric, of like what Kendrick Lamar, like
so clever,
the depth of what he's saying
so
is like
clever.
There's not really another like him. I'll definitely say that.
And
I'll definitely
been
say
miles
that.
and miles and miles and miles ahead of those other two for years now. And I've been saying this. I've been saying this forever. He can't even see them niggas in his rearview mirror. That's how far back they are. Okay? And you know I'm a J. Cole hater to the death of me.
I was about to say, you also don't like J. Cole like that.
To the death of me. But I give credit where credit is due. But it's just not. So, what the fuck ever?
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
So,
okay.
If you made it to end of this episode, thank you so much for listening. Happy Women's History Month, despite what I was just talking about.
Right, minus everything about Future and what he stands for.
Minus all the other shit. Happy Women's History Month, and we will catch you guys in April. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Where My Girls At, a podcast about Black women in hip hop. Where My Girls At is produced and edited by Mariah Woods and hosted by Mariah Woods and Brianna LaRosliere. Follow us on Twitter at Where My Girls At 2, on Instagram at Where My Girls At _TH, and on TikTok at Where My Girls At Pod. See you next time.